Got to remember to turn the microphone on. Good Sunday morning. Thought I'd play a little bit, so I'm going to stream a little bit. I am already out and about doing some exobiology. Notice on the screen there's some stratum tectonica that I've already sampled. I got to go find 2 more of them. There's a bunch of stuff on this planet. But let's get started. Fun. Here's some protexans, some Concordia and osseous and bacteria. Elite Observatory is telling me that I've never gotten this Protex, at least in this sector, this color, but let's find out. First, let's finish up the stratum. You have to go, think. Think 500 meters, yeah. Shouldn't be too hard. Should be pretty abundant here. Geostutters are.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters.
See the bacteria here. I don't like the soil color. It doesn't contrast with the stratum very well. Oh, I hate that video stuttering. What is that? Why is it doing that? More right there. Good morning, Sweet Star. Here. Now let's out and look about. Those of you sharp-eyed people might notice my, I changed the color of my, I won't say uniform, the suit. While I was killing time waiting for my friend to show up, I changed it. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I like the green, but I don't know if I like the whole suit being green. I might change it differently. Didn't know it could do that.
Second partial sample collected.
Okay, 1 more to go of this, then we'll go back up to orbit. See what else is here? Maybe go try to find some of it. This may be actually the easiest thing to find on this group of stuff. Cross here a little bit until we minimum distance.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
More down there. This. Oh, patch up. I think that's the osseous right over there. We'll check that and see. Yes, I might go ahead and sample it. Oh, okay. Maybe we can do a little better job landing there, Commander. Hope everybody had a good weekend or is having a good weekend. I'm retired. Every day is a weekend to me, pretty much. Now that's the osseous over there. Looks like they're the easy kind of spot too. So found another Earth-like world a while ago. Posted a picture of it in Discord and on X. If you're interested. Nothing fancy. But I know the Ossus is right over there, but I'm going to fly over to it and I'm lazy like. We got 100 million credits. My friend did arrive last night on the carrier. Another guy brought his mining ship over. We've yet to get together and do any mining together. I have to sleep sometime, and my schedule and his schedule clearly concur.
Osseous Spear Alice confirmed present. Base value
I did determine
4 million. Minimum sample distance 800 meters.
I did determine that I have sufficient tritium to get back to the bubble, but a little more won't hurt. Especially mining with friends. I haven't done that before. Now how far we gotta go? 800. These things show up as big rocks on night vision. We might just use well with our people. Minimum distance before we can start worrying about it.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Definitely need to check my settings. Looks like stuff's not rendering very well. Notice that on the VRs. I mean, it's okay to play. It's just not. It's been better. So I must have changed some settings somewhere when I was playing with stuff. If it's super sampling or what. Don't look crisp as it do. Or get this third sample of this, I might look into the settings real quick. Just
second partial sample collected.
See if I can screw it up worse. I have no idea what I'm doing when I mess with those settings. I think I was messing with it because of the video stuttering and that before, and it's because my Bluetooth was on, and I had my Bluetooth on when I was playing with the VR headset. Pretty sure I turned that off. You know it's on. Oh well. Find this last one.
Distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Seeing the videos stuttering, or whatever it is. I mean, there's close. Oh, it's right there. These two, 105 million credits. Trying to make Elite 3, so I gotta rack up some credits. But really, concentrated much on that aspect. I went and got Fonticula a while ago simply because Elite Observatory said that we got that particular variant in this sector, so
Sample collection
5 million, but okay. Before I go, let me look at my video settings here. Do I have the mouse? Yeah, let's look at quality, texture quality. Okay. I have no idea what this does. What bloom does. Anybody know what those things do? Now, I do know that this and there's two things that work together. One is that with anti-aliasing SMAA, okay. Perception quality. I don't know what effect this will have. Let's try Ultra just to see. I can't change that. I'm not using that, so now I need to remember the super sampling. I might want to come back and lower that or change it to performance or something. Terrain's already set at Ultra. Oh, I wonder if that's why things don't render until you get close. You just did terrain. Okay, I don't want to change too many things at one time. Super sampling a change. Have any effect or not? Now, let's go up the type of people. Let's go and find out where the Frutex is.
Landing gear retracted.
Texan Fungoidia. Frutex sometimes it's hard to find, sometimes it's real easy. I mean, Frutex and Tussock are both there, that's the problem. Let's see where it's at first and what we're up against.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Need to go high enough so I can get a good view. Have enough time to change the filter to
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, well, it looks like it's supposed to be everywhere. So let's go look for the we're gonna overlap. We'll just head there because I know it's gonna be rough terrain. But I might be able to use the comp scanner on it to see if it's type I want to F just the white. Gotten that. Of course, it's going to be rough terrain. It's always rough. I got a picture on, I posted on X. I found a planet that had concha, and as I was coming in, and there were these big mountains and big flat areas beneath them. Came down on a mountain, and there's one concha on the very tip top of this mountain that went straight up on the sides. No way to get an SRV up there or anything, nowhere to land. I took a snapshot of it, posted, well played, FDev. I did find a bunch of the concha on the plane, but we are looking for, well, actually for Texas, but let's see what pops up. This doesn't look nearly rough enough for Concordia. And again, sometimes Concordia is just in patches and flat areas. You get. Sometimes I'll find Concordia on the side of a mountain with nowhere to land, and then at the top of the mountain's a plateau, and there's a bit lower. I don't like this soil color. I guess I should. Trying to see if it made any difference in the rendering. It doesn't look that bad to me. Might be. Let me switch to full screen here. And oops, didn't help the video stuttering much. So. And I picked a smoother area, looking for the protected audio, trying to see if they overlap. I'm not too disappointed if I don't see the Fungoidia here, because it's really, even though it was highlighted, there probably is Fungoidia here. It's just not the common terrain. It's not rough enough, really. Sometimes you find patches of it just. See what we got. Now, Fungoidia, though, has a habit of being colorful. Sometimes it's actually easy to spot the color. These colors here are green or red or white. So they might actually show up. We'll find a big patch of even nothing. Rocks trolling me. Let's over to the other hills over there. We'll cross this plain, low and relative. That's my biggest complaint, is a lot of times the terrain rendering of things like tussock and stuff doesn't show up until you're right up on it. Going fast, it doesn't even have time to render. Even the Fonticula, a while ago when I went to find it, a couple of them would show up, but then when I got there, there's a big old patch of them. Here, if anything, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it came down for the stratum primarily. I don't know why it said there's Fungoidia. No doubt, once I find one of them, there'll be a bunch of them in that area, but the blurs. Texas usually side of hills. These hills just aren't rough enough. Let's be mean to ourselves and go up, come back down and intentionally pick a rougher terrain spot, because I really intentionally picked the smoothest terrain. Hopes I can find it and
Frame shift drive.
find a place to land also.
4,
Might be just wasting my time for this Fungoidia if it's the type I already have. Way too high. Oh well. Oh, it's not too bad. I hear birds outside. Particularly nasty. Not slow enough, get enough of it.
orbital flight engaged.
We'll see. We shall see. I'm intentionally trying to come down on the rough area for 48. I just need to find one so I can scan it if I can hold the ship still long enough. See if it's the right type of Fungoidia that I'm, going to effort. No.
I have no idea what just happened.
I have no idea either. Voice attack. What you thought I said. This terrain looks fuzzy. There's something. That's the Frutexa. Good to know. It's telling me, so I need to get to Frutexa. It's telling me I've never gotten that. May or may not work. Still looking for. It's much bigger than I expected. I'm a little lower than I thought it was. Doing this in VR with you until you get out. I've been playing with VR. I haven't figured out if I'm going to try streaming while I play VR. I don't really like watching when they're in VR. That looks exciting. Natural rocks. No, that's Fungoidia. And it get the hold still long enough. Nah, it's going to be a challenge. I don't want to go to the trouble to try to find a place to like it. That's it.
Fungoida status is confirmed present. Base value
We're not going to worry about it then. I've already gotten it.
Minimum sample distance
However, just out of curiosity. I wonder if there's a place even land for real. Doesn't look promising. I'm glad I'm not going for it. I don't need to hear me bitching about the terrain. I knew that would happen, but since it's not the one I was looking for, I'm not going to worry about it. Route.
Cannot comply.
Yes, you can.
Frame shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
There is another planet here, but I've gotten all the variants stuff and it's all cheap, so I'm not going to worry about it. Next system en route.
Selecting next system en route.
What I did is I went away from my carrier a ways and just plotted course back, multiple jumps. 20 jumps back to carrier, small jumps. Carriers over there. Did not bookmark that. And friends back in the bubble on. That's it though. We're probably will be heading back to the bubble in about 4 days. Do want to do a little bit of mining and stuff and interaction with the, my friends and stuff. We went to all the trouble to come this way. Plus some exploration. My other friend whose carrier is here has already done a lot of work in this area, so when I get closer back to the carrier area, I might start running into places he's been. That's not bad necessarily, depending on what he found. I found stratum tectonica in one system he went to, and he didn't go to. He didn't map it and stuff. But he did map the planet that had Electricaea and went down and sampled it. That's a cool picture. Very pretty picture I got. Posted that on X and also tagged it for stellar screenshots. It's very pretty. It almost looks like Electrocadia with the sun setting in the distance. It almost looks like it's over water, but it's really ice, but it looks kind of like water, and it's all reddish tinted. Very cool. Well, before I do this, let's see if anyone's done some work here. Nope, no one's been here. Do some ourselves then.
Body A1. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
Cheap bacteria, cheap Protexa, and the same Fungoidia that we just saw that I've already gotten. So I'm probably on. I'll bring up the Elite Observatory screen up in a second when I'm done scanning. You can see what I see.
Body A5. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
We all know what argon, neon, and methane with 1 or 2 biologicals
Body
are.
A6. Argon atmospheric
Nothing.
landable with life.
Nothing adventures at least.
Landable with atmosphere.
You know what I haven't seen is Informin in this area
Body
yet.
A2. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with life.
Oh,
May host a new personal codex entry.
okay, we gotta go check
Landable
that
with
out.
atmosphere.
4 biosignatures and 5 biologies. One of those biologies is stratum tectonica. And if the concha, I can almost guarantee the concha is not going to be there because it's a very, very rare variant. I'd actually rather get the concha than the stratum tectonica, but one of those two is not going to be there. Let me bring up. But the top listing there shows bacteria, concha, frutexa, stratum, and tussock. 4 biosignatures. Bacteria is pretty much guaranteed to be there, so there's concha, frutexa, stratum, and tussock. So that's 4. Subtract 1 of those. And that little red down arrow on the concha line by the word orange thing is extremely unlikely. So we're probably going to find the stratum tectonica again. That, not complaining, don't get me wrong, I never complained about that, but I'd almost rather find the very rare variant, unlikely one. Let's go see what it is. Now, ever hear anybody complain about, damn, the stratum tectonicus? Jamie, you know, yeah, I almost guarantee that concha's not going to be there, but never know. I mean, it's listed, so. You know what? Extremely unlikely. I know what the words mean, extremely unlikely. But it must have been found under these conditions. I don't know if the programmer, when he developed this, found a case or it matched these conditions. That type of concha was found. Or how is what is paradigm, algorithm, whatever you want, how he determines what's possible on the planet. Very often right. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a case where it's been wrong. Just because it's listed doesn't mean it's going to be there. But before biosignatures, and I've never found a case where like whatever I found wasn't on that list, except for some of the Horizons tubers. It really it would listed like one bio or something, but it had nothing listed. It didn't have a clue what it could be. And sometimes, even without a biosignature, it will list Horizons crystal shards, even though there's no biology, no biological signal when you FSS it. So, and I went looking, and I didn't find any crystal shards. I looked a lot too, so I've done that several times, just to see. 'Cause I haven't found crystal shards in Odyssey. I guess you can go to one of the known crystal shard locations, but I mean, I haven't found them, organically in the wild.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Yep, it's the concha that's missing.
New personal codex entry and has high
Well, we have to go for the
value.
stratum, of course. Hoping the concha would be there, but that's 2 stratum tectonicas on this trip. On this stream. 200 million right there. Almost 200 million for the stratum alone, with the discovery bonus. At least the terrain's a little darker. Maybe it'll. It wasn't hard to find it all on the other planet. It was plentiful. I'm used to finding it with the reddish or dark soil, and it just really stands out.
Orbital flight.
Along with the bacteria cerebus that find on sulfur dioxide planets. Cheap bacteria. I won't effort it, but in fact, everything here is cheap except for the stratum. Even the concha that said very unlikely was only 2.35 million if it had been here. I would have just went for it just because it said it was unlikely. Therefore, I assume it's rare. Alright. Good spot. Here's the first one. See where it pops out. jump out. Like most of the time, it just miraculously renders right in front of me. See what it is. I think it's going to be easy to find. Now, is it going to be easy to land? That aspect out. So. Another bunch of pretty typical.
Stratum tectonic is confirmed present.
All green is my
Base
favorite
value
color. I actually think
19.01
the
million. Minimum sample distance
this comes in
500
turquoise
meters.
also. Turquoise looks
First
pretty
partial
good.
sample collected.
So 500 meters shouldn't be a problem from the looks of it. Over that other area over there.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
All that bacteria. It'd be super easy to get. Going to, but it'd be... Ooh, what's that? That may be the Fretexa. The tussock. Not gonna worry about it either.
Second partial sample collected.
By there on the way you're looking for the next stratum. Let's see what that is. It's much closer from inside the ship, isn't it? There's patches over there, there's patches over there. I don't want to double back in the same way I keep.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
See the land right there. The hill. I'm gonna walk through some of it this time. I'm trying to hit the E for disembark. Alright, well while we're here, we'll go ahead and try to get
Sample
this,
collection complete.
and maybe even the bacteria, just since we're here. I'm gonna go looking for that.
Tussock pen ATIS confirmed present. Base value 1 million, minimum sample distance 200 meters. First partial sample collected.
I like to walk, I think. 200 meters. Shouldn't be too hard. Looks like it likes to hang around the stratum, so. A lot of times you find tussock co-locating with some other biology, i.e. another biology that's easier to see. I'm just wondering if that's tussock. Huh.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 200 meters from previous sample.
The tussock's one of those things that doesn't like to render. Here's something. Find out. Suitable. Ooh.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding now. Suit offline.
More.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 200 meters from previous sample.
That's coffee. Pat. Oh, there's something down here somewhere. Trying to scrape the ground too much.
Landing gear retracted.
Knew as soon as I retracted the landing gear, I'd find.
Landing gear deployed.
Not right.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Joy. Hey, now we get the bacteria. It should be easy to spot. I think I made my suit too much
Sample
green.
collection complete.
What do y'all think? I think it's too much green. keybinds are shared for jumping and for part of the keybind for so every time I'm in my suit, I bring up the camera, I jump. Crowd. Alright, let's go back here.
Landing gear retracted.
There's a big flat plain area to cruise across. Like a fine stuff I'm gonna retract the landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
This will be the last thing I'm getting on this plane. Only because it's all right here. Never, not normally go after this for $1 million. It's very common. 5 million with the
Bacterium orageus confirmed present. Base value 1 million. Minimum
they're
sample
very common. The
distance
color is
500
very
meters.
common.
First partial sample collected.
100 meters.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
In bacteria, really flatter areas. Or smoother areas. When I dropped in, it was all over the place. There's some stratums everywhere, isn't it? Hopefully I didn't double back too far towards the previous.
Second partial sample collected.
It's going to be a good turn in this area. Not from the bacteria, from the stratum.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
stratum. This looks like what? We will be done in this system. A couple other planets have unticulum bacteria. Whoops. Not gonna worry about those.
Sample collection complete.
Let us go. See what's out.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Seems like there's key bounce on doing Jade.
4,
Super cool.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Next system en route.
I think this is the way.
You're right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Even though I'm taking tiny jumps, that's 20 light years. These stars out here are much further apart than they are, not nearly as dense as in the spiral arm or near the core.
Adjusting for
3, 2, 1.
Where they were like 1 and 2 light years apart. Can't imagine seeing a sky in real life that had such dense stars. Never have a dark sky, that's for sure.
compiling data for cartography.
Fuel scooping.
Fine.
Fuel scooping complete.
Auto scanned. Distance between us and the star and see what we got. And put distance between me and the star so then the things can't hide behind it. See what was auto scanned there. Ooh. Yeah. Those planets look so cool. Okay, ooh, we got gas giants here. I guess lots of moons and hoping to come across a green gas giant. I have seen those, I've just never discovered one on my own. Get a second look at that. Gas giant. I was looking for tritium still. I'm not because I found a spot that's quite adequate. I mapped those rings.
Body 5AA. Nested moon.
No life at all yet discovered. Even cheap life.
System scan complete.
And here for us, then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hope everybody is having a good day. Instead of watching me. Come in.
Adjusting for
3,
journey.
2, 1. Engage.
Again, if I haven't joined my Discord, you're more than welcome to. All I do is post pictures of things. I use my throat.
Analyzing.
Now, if you're talking about the other voices that are talking,
Fuel scooping complete.
I have 3 things that talk. Excuse me. Elite Observatory is what... hi, welcome in. Elite Observatory is what tells me like what's mappable or what's good, high value, things like that, or information about biology when I sample it. The other voices you hear come from the HCS voice pack. Roll call.
Ready and waiting.
I'm here.
That's the alpha and gamma voice packs from HCS voice packs using voice attack. I didn't even notice what the discovery scanner told me, so let me re-honk here. Probably nothing here. How are you doing today, Hell's VIP? VIP? Okay, we shall press on. Of all the tools that I use, Elite Observatory, which is on the upper left hand of the screen there, output, that's what lists the possible life that might, once I DSS something, it determines, it says, okay, there's 4 biological signals, and it gives me a list of the possible types of biology that may occur on that planet. Very good. I mean, it gets all that information from the journal file and the characteristics of the planet, and I guess it's got some kind of database or algorithms or something it uses, and it says, for a nitrogen planet with this density, blah, 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 you know, one biological, that's informing bacteria and things like that. Pretty accurate. And what that does is it doesn't guarantee that what's on that list is going to be there. Well, it does kind of in a different way. The list may be longer than the number of biological signals, but of the number of the biological signals, everything will be from that list that's displayed. So there may be only 2 biological signals there, and it may list 4 different types of life, species or something. So when you go find those 2, or you detailed surface scan it, it'll narrow that list down and show you the actual 2 that they are.
Frameshift drive.
Hope that explains it. And Elite Observatory is free.
4,
Vectors.
3, 2, 1.
It has other plugins too for exploration, and it tells you what you should map, if you're doing exploration for cartographic data and stuff.
Scanner activated.
System scan complete.
Nothing here.
Fuel scooping complete.
1 body, 1 star. Star, of course, is in my way, so around this big old star. I don't think I've seen you here, or anywhere actually. Again, welcome in. I just stumbled across them.
Frameshift drive charging.
SF White Star. Oh, bright thing.
4,
Jumping to next system.
2, 1.
I don't have the really good voice packs for HCS. You'll see some streamers have the good ones that make snide comments and things. And I've recently started doing a little bit of VR stuff in EliteDangerous. There's a story behind it. My son had a request too.
System scan complete. Fuel
And I-
scooping complete.
I'd never tried it with Elite. I finally got it to work with EliteDangerous, and flying and mining in a VR is a game changer. It is so much, so immersive. And I don't know if I'll be streaming any VR stuff, but doesn't do much for one foot thing. But
Frame shift drive.
flying and stuff, especially mining, it is so nice. I mean, when you're in between two rocks and you like look up and around, you see these big old rocks rotating and they look like they're going to come around and slap you. Terrifying. First time I tried mining with it.
Leaving system.
2, 1.
The first time I flew though, man, I said, oh, this is the way. And it was great. I was swooping in to land on my carrier, and normally, you know, flying this game is pretty much like driving a car with blacked out windows except for the front.
Gathering information.
Coming in
Republic
VR,
update.
I mean, you can manually look around, of course, in the game.
Complete.
But, you know, coming in VR, and I just turn my head and look and see where the carrier is, and I can fly and still keep my eye on the carrier. It's so nice. There's 3 stars here, nothing to worry about.
Drive charging.
I don't know how long I'll be streaming, but eventually I'll get back to the carrier and I might switch to my mining ship just to go do some mining. It's kind of hoping one of my friends would wake up and show up, it being the weekend, and maybe want to go mining just for the heck of it. I am 40
Okay,
Am I-
executing now.
40 some odd thousand light years from the bubble. Actually, to be precise, I am 45,626 light years from the bubble, or from Sol.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
And this is what happens when I don't pay when I'm talking. I don't multitask very well. Okay, 22 bodies. Wow, this is going to take a minute. Systems this large typically don't have crap, but never know until everything's scanned, so. Or small. If anybody's been here before me and did the work. Oh. These stars, we got 3. While I'm here, I'll show you where I'm at. Assuming hells that you're still there in chat. I'm at 9 o'clock on the galactic clock. There's the bubble over there, Sagittarius A there, Beagle Point's over here. I'm off to the left out here. I went to Beagle Point on one of my last trips, went back to the bubble, restocked, and came around this way. And over here are some really cool nebulas, by the way. Go see, like the Veil Nebula and the Bubble Nebula. At any rate, let's see what we have in this system. Okay. All them signals.
Body A3. Meets mapping criteria.
See, if I was worried about cartographic data per se, I get incidental cartographic data because I'm looking for biology. But you still have to funk the system and scan the system and things, so you get cartographic data from that. I'm already Elite 3 in Exobiology and in Exploration, so they kind of go hand in hand. I don't usually go mapping things unless it's an Earth-like world. I'll map those. I just discovered one just prior to the stream. Earth-like world. Again, I have pictures on X and on my Discord of that. anybody's interested in.
Body BC3. Nitrogen atmospheric landable with life.
Here's the case I was talking about a while ago. Bacteria, or one biological signal, and nitrogen atmosphere in foreman bacteria. We might go for that. That's $8.42 million base value in exobiology. If you're the first one to turn in a genetic sample from a planet, you get a discovery bonus. Basically, you multiply the base value times 5. That's not to be confused with the first footfall, because there are numerous planets where people got first footfalls and didn't do exobiology. Sadly, there's no way to know if they did the exobiology or not. So if there is a first footfall there, you may or may not get a discovery bonus, because they may have done genetic sampling too. However, if there's no first footfall, you're going to get the discovery bonus. Because that's where the confusion comes in sometimes. People think get the discovery bonus because they got the first footfall, but that's not the case. I've demonstrated that numerous times on the stream. I did it with a friend one time. I had first footfall, but I said, go to sample that. Well, we both sampled it. I said, you go turn that in first. I turned in my cartographic data, and so I got the first well, you get the first footfall anyway without turning in the cartographic data. So I had first footfall on it, but he got the discovery bonus for the samples. That's okay.
Body A1. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable.
But that does determine sometimes whether I will even effort something, is if there is a discovery bonus. If there is a first footfall, I might not even worry about it. Especially if it's a high value thing. People who do a lot of exobiology, they start to skip low value things. The length of time it can take me to go find bacteria, I can go scan several other systems, maybe find something of better value, but I'm out in the black. You want to go to planet BC3.
System discovery complete. First body to map is A1.
There is a BC3, right? Maybe I'll see on the map easier. Nitrogen. And that's another thing. Whether you were the one who have mapped this or someone else did, if they turned in their data before you don't have to go to the trouble to scan the entire system. If someone's already been there, you can just click on it, go to planetary information, and you can see if there's biology there or not. Now, if you're using Elite Observatory, you will have to DSS it before Elite Observatory will know about that information, though. Only a little ways to go. And in the days before the SCO drive, I would say, all right, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee while I super cruise over this way. But since modern progress, the SCO drive is a game changer for exploration. Like, who's going to go, 100,000 light seconds for some cheap bacteria? This happens to be a good bacteria, though. I've actually went looking for informant on the dark side of that's a loop, but I was looking inside there and said, is that a big ring? But it's not. Okay. Oh, what I was going to say a while ago. I post pictures, I can't even type. My Discord, feel free to join it and look at pictures under the channel or the pics for streams where I post my pictures. Feel free to post your pictures there. I may grab them and put them in my slideshow. I don't take credit for all the pictures in my slideshow. Most of them I do. Feel free to put your commander name on that picture if you like. You know, graphics editor. You do upload one there and want credit for it. I used to go to the trouble and do that myself, but it's just too time consuming. You're going to need the right scanner for this. And this is a BC, in between stars. I hope it's not real dark. Often these nitrogen planets are kind of ice balls, but not always. Makes the bacteria fairly easy to shoot. Unless it's really dark. I found bacteria one time on a planet that orbited a black hole. There was no starlight. However, it was near the galactic core and there was tons of starlight. It wasn't dark. But I have found it, you know, in the dark before, and that's a pain. Real pain to find it in true darkness. You know, night vision per se doesn't highlight it like it does rocks. A lot of low and slow cruising and my light on and off and night stuff on and off to try to see. And a lot of luck to cruise across and find it. Sometimes a lot of cruising across. So unless it's something really special, I avoid the dark sides, except for Electricaea. I have a beautiful picture of Electricaea on a planet posted on X, and it's in my Discord. I just took it, just posted it yesterday. Stellar screenshot. A candidate also sent in. Really pretty. But Electricaea glows in the dark. Never found it. It actually glows, and you can find it on the dark side of a planet. You know, and it glows so brightly you see it. You know, it's easy to find once you get in the general area of it. Let's start here. Engineered probes. And I won't need 6. I can probably do this in 2, but
Surface scanned by 50%.
needs the back shot a little bit.
Mapping complete.
Surface scan complete.
Next body to map is A1.
Here in the observatory plugin suggesting what to map. Explorer plugin doing that one. Pretty much ignore those. What kind of terrain? Once I get down, I want some smooth. But I'm sure it'll be patches of smooth areas that.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
No such thing, no such luck as just coming down and it being just a big, smooth ice ball. Usually it's an ice ball planet that's like wind-blown smooth areas. Kind of way to describe it. You find it in smooth area. Nothing like effective. I thought this highlight area was smoother terrain, but evidently it's not. Someone told me it was something was more likely to be there more densely. You can see these clear areas of smooth areas in this terrain. This is where I expect to find it if I'm going to find it. 0.4G, Commander, you might want to pay attention. Not to call it, I would find this crap on that smooth area. Here's some. I'm liking this one. It sure stands out though, doesn't it?
Landing gear deployed.
But we'll get it. The ads are currently running. And a miss of that nitrogen atmospheres and oxygen fields. I would generally land on an oxygen world
Base value 8.4
mere
2
principle.
million. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
And one of the highest paying things in the game is but supposedly found an oxygen atmosphere. I've never found one, this type of fonticula. All I've ever found is bacteria. Isn't that pretty? Compared to many other worlds that much more Earth. But that being said, I'm not going to find that crap.
Landing gear retracted.
Again. Rain. Kind of hoping to spot a big white spot, you know. It's so bright.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
That area is round. Not as there's some not as abundant as I would finding it.
Landing gear deployed.
Games with me here. It'll be a little bit close. This is almost 8.5, so 40 million credits. Bonus. So can't really complain. And my name's on the planet. Covered by,
Second partial sample collected.
mapped by, first football by. Someday some other explorer will come through here to be disappointed by that. There's another one over there, but I think that's too close. It might be.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
And anywhere around here. sometimes this Mandalay is a little picky. Even though it's blue, it just won't. And we done here. Now you might notice this informant is supposed to be red.
Sample collection complete.
Doesn't look red. What part? Board the ship.
Boarding the ship.
Lift off and go.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Next system en route.
Okay, executing now.
That's a very useful command, by the way.
Frameshift drive charging.
Moving system.
3, 2, 1.
Velocity.
Good scoop. I don't really need to, but super cruise, so I use a little more than typical.
Data incoming.
Every scanner.
Wheel scooping complete.
Doesn't auto honk unless I have the Discovery scanner pre-select. 26 bodies. Okay. You can see the nebula. My carrier's parked close by my friends, actually. We were parked in the nebula. I moved it to get tritium to a nearby system so I could expedite the runs between the carrier and the tritium hotspot. There's a black hole at the center of that nebula, though. It's pretty cool, except it's all, since it's inside the nebula, all the sky is, kind of bluish. Black hole is not really spectacular. I mean, it's a black hole for sure. You close enough, you get lensing and stuff, but it's not the most spectacular looking one that I've ever seen. But still, it's a cool discovery. He discovered it, so there's some planetary nebula and everything. While I've discovered black holes, I've never discovered a planetary nebula. Good kudos to him. Water world and some gas giant. Started somewhere.
Body B2. Meets mapping criteria.
Yeah.
High value body.
If I was curious about that, I would probably map it.
Body B1. Meets mapping criteria. High value body. Body B7A. Argon-rich atmospheric landable. Landable with atmosphere.
What I'm really hoping for is a sulfur dioxide world. 2 biological signals. That'll be bacteria and stratum tectonica. Wouldn't mind finding another stratum tectonica. One time I found a system with 5 stratum tectonicas in one system. That was a good payout, by the way. 500 million. Usually I do it while I'm streaming. In a 4-hour period, I'll typically do around 300 million. Looks like I'm running tad ahead of that. Yeah, not 300 million, but in length of time, I've got over 200 million. So making another 100 million would really be fairly trivial. Assuming I go for lots of things instead of just waiting to find something of high value. And we got stuff somewhere else. Again, I wouldn't mind finding a gas giant green or green bands, or especially if it had a ring. I wouldn't mind finding a ringed Earth-like either. That'd be cool. Damn, I've never found one yet. I think the odds are pretty good of finding something like that eventually.
Body A2FA. Nested moon.
System scan
System
complete.
discovery complete.
Nothing here.
First body to map is B2.
Frameshift drive charging.
My carrier's parked, I don't know, 20 light years, maybe 20, 30 light years from that
4,
Vectors.
3,
nebula.
2, 1.
Anybody in chat wants to see that nebula, I hadn't intended to go there. But if you want to see it, I'll more than happy to go there. Let you see the black hole. Jumping in on a black hole is always fun, especially if you get to
Scanning for information.
leave your throttle at 0. Like
Fuel scooping complete.
like any star, you don't want to run into the exclusion zone there. A black hole, it's a little more guesswork. You got 9 bodies. That's perfect. I like 5 to 15 bodies in a system because it's quick to scan. You often find life. New to me, new to everybody. So let's see what's here. Oh, not that good stuff. And a wide variety of different types of planetoids.
Body 4. Neon atmospheric landable. Landable with atmosphere.
If it was one life, it'd be bacteria that would be worthless. Beyond. The Earth-like I found is actually kind of, you know how the Earth and Moon have a center of gravity, the orbit around. There was a water world that it had for a moon, if you want to think of it that way.
System
Body
scan
3.
complete.
Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
And here,
Landable with atmosphere.
so I mapped the Earth-like and the water world. It was right there. Sometimes the water worlds look just like Earth-like, almost.
4,
Adjusting for
3,
jump.
2, 1. Engage.
That we'll see. We find. I don't know how many jumps we have to get back to the 10 jumps.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete.
In here, I don't have to stop exploration when I get back there. It's just the end of my plotted course. I can always just simply plot a course some other direction and system. Depending on time. Because I was thinking about mining. I don't have to mine though. My best interest, I guess, that most of the enjoyable thing is doing what I'm doing now. Just basic exploration in exobiology. Mining, once I figured it out, it's not so tough. However, people suggested I get a prospector
Fuel scooping.
limpet.
Fuel scooping complete.
So when I went back to the bubble, I bought some prospector limpet controllers. But I bought a bunch of other stuff too, and I was storing the stuff I bought. I would store it back on the station, and that's what I did. I left it stored on the station, so it had a I forget the total number of hours, like 90 hours. Yesterday I had 50 hours of travel time left for delivery of the prospector stuff. I don't really need them. Oh, there's no variety here, really. But only 9 bodies.
Body A1. Argon atmospheric.
Oh,
landable
Electricaea
with
perhaps.
Landable
Oh,
with atmosphere.
we'll have to go check that. I don't need Electricaea, but I love finding it. But 2 bios and bacteria, so is Electricaea and Fonticula possible? I hope it's the Electricaea, not the Fonticula. I won't even go down unless Electricaea is there.
Body A2.
Oh, but this
Argon-rich
one's
atmospheric landable
much
with
better.
lava.
Much better.
Landable with atmosphere.
That one's going to have Electricaea. And the Pupum Fonticula, they're both good paying, so we're going to go there. And then we might go back to A1. Well, I'll go map A1 on the way just to see. But this is going to be good. I love finding Electricaea. If I go down on the Terminator on the dark side a little bit, Electricaea glows. Makes it easy to spot.
System scan complete.
That translates into a good photograph. Go to A1 first. Should have 2 bios. Look at the 2 should have. Difference being is only 2 possible here and 3 possible on A1. We'll go to the A1 first and map it. See what we got. Fun, fun. I enjoy this. I hope it's Electricaea. I'll find it on both of them if it is. 'Cause it's a good time. No way that should have happened. Something else. Normally I make an effort to come down on the daylight side, but until I get it mapped, it won't. I don't really want the daylight side. I want the Terminator. I want to come down just in duskiness, which looks like it might be about perfect. Assuming Electricaea is actually here. Then again, if it turns out to be bacteria and Fonticula, won't know until I get it mapped. This is one of those cases where Elite Observatory can't tell me specifically what's there. Tells me whatever's there is going to be from this list. 2 out of the 3 things listed.
Surface
First thing
scan
is bacteria.
50%. Surface scan
Oh, good,
complete.
good. We're lucky. Here we go. I'm excited. Come down on the Terminator. Looks like more of it's. The reason I don't really do it in complete darkness is because sometimes it's challenging to find a landing spot near the Electricaea, but in duskiness you get the effect of the glow still, and not much of a Terminator. Went down and it'd be dark.
Orbital flight engaged.
Looks like it's gonna be dark enough. Too dark, but we'll make it work. If you've never seen Electricaea, this is a good time to watch. Once I find it, get close enough, you'll be able to see it without night, optics or anything. Lights itself up. Not real bright, but it's pretty nice. We'll turn night vision on. It really shows up good under this. Here. We're still hot. We got 0.25. Now when it's together, always with bacteria, so usually it's together with the fonticula and co-located, so. But it stands out under this, like right there. Usually it's in patches. See how it's glowing? If I was in complete darkness, I'm just pretty dusky, but it's not dark. Really cool. Land over here and get a close up.
Landing gear deployed.
Kind of odd. I just like you. If there's rocks or in those rocks. You have to walk a little bit. I guess we're far enough from the ship that lights won't much. Pretty cool. Haven't seen this before. Imagine in complete dark. You also make an electrical noise that you sometimes can hear. Get close.
Electricae radialum confirmed present. Base value 6.28 million. Minimum sample distance 1,000 meters. First partial sample collected.
I guess with the music going. Makes it staticky. You see the others off in the distance. Gotta go a kilometer though for the next one. They're pretty sky. Board the ship
Climbing on board.
or I go. Look at all of them in the distance. That's why I like doing it in the dark. In the dusk, you can see them real far. A lot of times they're in much bigger patches. Take screenshot.
All right then.
Let's go find us some more. We have commander.
Landing gear retracted.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 1,000 meters from previous sample.
Landing gear deployed.
See if we can get low. And have to contend with those big rocks. The other planet and the fun.
Second partial sample collected.
Landing gear retracted.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 1,000 meters. Ads starting in 1 minute.
I'm just trying to get picky to see if I'll land.
Landing gear deployed.
Much. Let's go over there. Again. This might be it. I wonder if the next
Sample
planet's
collection
going to have the same
complete.
color of atmosphere. Board the ship.
Transitioning to ship.
Before we go, picture with a galaxy. Take screenshot.
Capturing image.
Go to do A2. Trip.
Landing gear retracted.
Get some more Electricaea and Fonticula. That's 6 million. That's 35 million just for that one electric. And the other one will be another 35 plus the Fonticula is almost 60 million. 90 million there for these two planets.
Frame shift drive charging.
Not to mention the coolness of getting electric.
4,
Now all I need is a receptor.
2, 1. Engage.
Found a receptor the other day. It was a type I'd never found before either. Maybe even it was a bonus. We want to go to A2. See how fast it can loop around it. Come up on its terminator too. It's like the stars to our right. Kind of a where were the stars? It's kind of reddish. Maybe that's why the atmosphere. Again, I'll try to come down on the Terminator and in darkness. A little more challenging in full darkness. This is what it is. Since they light up, it kind of makes it easier to find them, and they stand out under. And if you wonder why I pause between those two words when I say night vision,
One moment, please.
it turns on night vision. That's one of the more less harmful commands. I had my nose pointed at a Fonticula nose of my ship, and I was just above it. For some reason, it thought it heard me make a command about engine power, and it hit me straight into the ground with no warning. Like it's going to be a nice atmosphere. This is going to be cool. Do it with 2. Good. If we get a good shot, we can do it with 2.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Nailed it.
Surface scan complete.
Nailed that. Okay. Looks like pretty decent terrain. If I was coming down the daylight side, this would be literally easy as pie. Looks like darkness. Very minimal atmosphere. Doesn't have much of an atmosphere. Terminator's going to be very sharp.
Orbital flight engaged.
Dark. That'd be kind of darker than. We shall see. Pretty dark. I want it to be really dark. Yeah, that looks pretty dark. 5G. Remember, there's fonticula here, and that's what those big patches are in the air. We will be getting the fonticula too, but let's effort this. Over there. See how helpful that is when it lights itself up? And
Landing gear deployed.
these are the same species. Definitely different. These are the same species and everything, but they look kind of different color. Yeah. Oh, the others are blue. These are magenta. Okay.
Electricae radialum confirmed present. Base value 6.28 million. Minimum sample distance 1,000 meters.
I almost wish I could
First
turn
partial
these
sample
type of
collected.
lights off. Board the ship.
Climbing on board.
Picture. Kind of like to get the ship in there, but not right. Okay, let's go with the others. Right it is. What? Once, how far I gotta go? Go until it tells me I've gone far enough before you.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 1,000 meters from previous sample.
That's one. Huh. Here's one. We need this one. Need suitable terrain. For me. Hopefully on the last one I get and I'll look find one that's right next to the Ponticula so I can get the first sample of it. That way I don't have looking for it.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding the ship.
Again, I'll just go until I go a kilometer and I'm really worrying about it.
Minimum distance reached. You traveled over 1,000 meters from previous sample.
Now, let's see what, think about what we're doing here. See, there's more over there. Here. And this side of Buck. Oh. Lights on.
Lights on.
I can see the Ponticula. I'm gonna try to walk over. See what they look like without the glow. You know, out of the light.
Sample collection complete.
See the fun. Off and band. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll just land right next in the darkness. Board the ship.
Climbing on board.
Again, the Ponticula is going to be 500 meters with samples on. Lights off.
Lights off.
Look at the huge patches of it. Anywhere near here? Here we go. Lights on.
Of course.
You see that? Interesting lighting effects, isn't it? You see how I'm just showing how bright it was until I looked over there.
Fonticula Epipam confirmed present. Base value 5.73 million, minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
This is gonna be, look, boy, it's almost daylight now. Take a lot on dark heat. Sun's not coming up, is it?
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous
For
sample.
terrain, not a land on. Wonder if this planet is tidally locked, or if the sun does move, rotate, sun rises.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Stand by, boarding now.
Last sample. Sun is coming up.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Right. This. This will be the last sample of this. Be done with this. Cool. Yeah, on both of them. Very much like the last one.
Sample collection complete.
Board the ship.
Climbing aboard.
Lights off.
Lights on.
Landing gear retracted.
Just looking at the ground below us. Sun is actually coming up here.
Frame shift drive charging.
Alright, not too bad.
3, 2,
Like decay on both these planets. Now just give me some receptor. Not because it's a lot of money, just cool looking. Next system en route.
Selecting next destination.
frame shift drive charging.
Then red dwarf. Line jumps left to the carrier.
Jumping to next system.
2, 1, engage.
First long tunnel. We made it.
Completing system scan for cartography.
System scan complete.
Bummer.
Fuel scooping.
Nothing here.
drive charging.
Class M.
Four,
Adjusting for
three,
drink.
2, 1.
Hyperspace check-in systems found. Complete.
Someday, I want to do a stream, be a long stream, but make like $1 billion in one day doing this. A lot of that would be luck, though,
By
depending
your
on
command.
how many stratums and stuff you find.
Fuel scooping.
Wouldn't take long if you find a bunch of stratums. 13 bodies. Then again, it could take a long time. You don't find anything good here. Well, no one's been here before. See what we got. One icy body down. Content.
Body 2. Ammonia atmospheric landable
Speaking
life.
of stratum
High
tectonica,
biological value.
here we go. Another
Landable
one.
with atmosphere.
Two biological signals, bacteria and stratum, so it's guaranteed to be there. There's one, there could be possibly more.
Body 1. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
This one,
Landable with
it's one
atmosphere.
biological signals, but it could be bacteria or stratum. Probably the bacteria, but we will check, of course. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be 4 stratums in one stream. Oh, it's fine. Done. Like. Now. Good time. It's gonna be a good time. Almost 100 million, so I'm gonna easily make my average, thus raising my average a little bit. Icy buck.
Body 9. Rings landable body.
What do you look like? I like ring mandibles. A good ring too. I might be able to get a good photo there, but even to get a good photo, often you don't have to land. You just have under the surface. So if you're going to do that, you might first foot.
System scan.
Okay, we got 2 chances at stratum, one of them guaranteed, so go to 1 to be disappointed, and we'll go be happy at 2. Primary sleep. This an A or something? Small orbit ring. It got a moon. Oh. Okay. That's gonna be a short trip. Dude, there. Stratum is guaranteed to be on, well, going to be on the note 2. Might or might not be. Green ammonia. If we get a good back shot, get it.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Wouldn't even have to be that good. Okay, it's
Surface
bacteria.
scan complete.
So we're going to 2. I want the daylight side because I will be going down. Short trip though, huh? We got an atmosphere. You can see the hazing edge. Tiny.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Aww. Thought we could do it with 1. Not quite as tiny as I thought.
Body
Surface
2
scan complete.
has high biological value.
Everywhere. Surely a good thing. Hopefully it will be everywhere, and we'll just when we drop down, it'll be right there. But I want to on the daylight. Depending on the actual soil color, not the atmosphere color. It'd be easy to spot. It'd be famous last word.
Orbital flight engaged.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Hope it materializes right in front of us. I want for it to render. Here he is. I'm not going to worry about the fact.
Landing gear deployed.
Buffeting. disembark.
Loading suit systems.
Third stratum tectonicus. Finish that scan.
Stratum tectonicus confirmed present. Base value 19.01 million. Minimum sample
I
distance
just
500
looked down,
meters.
it was right there.
First partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Returning to the ship.
Nice. Of course, we're running. $500 meters.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Thinking of it. Now, suddenly unsuitable. Right.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Climbing on board.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
I can do better than that on parking. Going. Wow. Fun. Been a good little trip. Not with all, not just with the stratum tectonica.
Sample collection complete.
That makes it worthwhile. But Electricaea to me was more fun to find. Samples of that. We're done here.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Who knows what we'll find. Next system en route.
Flying.
As a reminder, though, the closer we get to the carrier and stuff in that area, the more likely it is we'll come across something that's previously been discovered by either myself or my friend. been working this area.
Frameshift drive charging. Four,
Jumping to next system.
2, 1.
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
We got orbit lines. Never a good sign when you want to be the first. See what we're dealing with. Me about it. Someone's been here. There's my friend's name. In fact, I've been here before. I know that because EDD Discovery is telling me this is visit number 2. So I've been here before. Well, we may be running out of unique systems.
Leaving system.
2, 1.
Velocity reached.
Then again, if there's anything, even if he's discovered the system, he doesn't always go down and sample. So. Come on, Braben Tunnel.
Compiling data for cartography.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I've never been to this system before, but doesn't mean anyone else hasn't. The orbit line off hands. Hey, he got it. What's here? Make some orbit lines.
Body 4. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
Free bios, bacteria, electrochaea, and ponticula. A lot of electrochaea around here because I already found it before this trip out here.
Body 1. Argon atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
Not going to really worry about that one, even though there's stuff there that I might not have. Definitely is stuff there I haven't got that particular variant of.
Body 3. Argon atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere.
Nothing there significant.
Body 9.
Ooh.
Neon atmospheric landable with life. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with atmosphere.
No, I have efforted that before. Simply because there's a 2 out of 3 chance, well actually a little less than that, but chance of it being something I never found before, but it's bacteria. Didn't pay anything. If I was bored, I would do it. But.
Body 10. Helium atmospheric landable. Landable with atmosphere.
Left.
System scan complete.
Now the question is, trying to get my windows order here. anything here that I really hear of. Kea paste. We'll go look for more Electricaea again. Or I mean, that's the highest paying of anything in this system. So that one type of bacteria that is possible, 4.6 million. And it would be new. I might go map 9 just to see if, well, it's not going to help me. Map it is going to tell me this bacteria, but it's not going to tell me which of the 3 it is. The last time I efforted that under these circumstances, it turned out to be a Sias or whatever bacteria we have, and it's the cheapest paying. Once I found that out, I didn't even bother. I just didn't even sample it. I comp scanned it. My throttle was at 0. Not right. Come on. Down. Slow it down. Got this. Already gotten this color on this trip. I am actually going to come down on the Terminator. I'm not gonna worry about any fonticula. The daylight side to expedite things, make it easier to land. It actually makes it harder to find in the daylight Terminator, but not quite as dark as. I guess I might map this first. Notice what color kind of atmosphere it had, if any.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Now, if I have a good shot on the back.
Surface scan complete.
Ready? We'll come down on the, a little bit brighter than last time. White and full. Easier to land.
Orbital flight engaged.
Look too rough. Dark enough. It'll be alright. One G. nearly as smooth as I hoped. Dealing with here.
Landing gear deployed.
A little bit of a walk.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Pretty, aren't they?
Electric radialum confirmed present. Base value 6.28 million, minimum sample distance 1000 meters. First partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Returning to the ship.
I think after I sample the last ones of these, I'm going to take a break. Bathroom, get more coffee. It'd be nice if it's... Oh, kilometer. Oh, that's the rocks getting lit by the time again.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 1000 meters from previous sample.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Fusion from the...
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding. Standby.
I hang here. Fortunately, all I had to do is menu log. Put me aboard the ship. Maybe. It's lit up. May have gone fine. Good enough. Kind of. It would show up that way.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
I still might try to get it. Kind of cool with that hillside lit up.
Sample collection complete.
Board the ship.
Transitioning to ship.
Before I leave, I'm gonna try to see what we get here. Get that hillside. Look at that. Look at that. They like that. Take screenshot.
Taking photo.
Okay. I'm going to take about a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. Continue on. Give me a moment, just a couple of minutes. More coffee. Okay. Resume. And with this system, I'm not going to worry about the other bacterium and stuff.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
3 stratum tectonica, 3 electric chaos. Nice. Could be worse. Oh, I relogged. Okay. My route go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pass in. Let's go find something good there.
Jumping to next system.
2, 1.
I think perhaps once I do get back to the carrier, I would just end stream. I forgot I
Gathering
have it.
information. Cartography updated.
Not without a map.
Fuel scooping.
I do have some real life things to take care of this morning. We got a lot of orbit runs, so someone's probably been here. Probably guess who. My first visit here. And there's landable, yes. Nothing on it in
Ads starting in 1 minute.
time. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I do think I will stream later this evening or this afternoon. Continue on and probably do some mining later after that. But we'll see. Been a good 3 hours. Exploration wise, I mean, had much worse times
Scanning.
profit wise.
Fuel scooping complete.
Couple of orbit lines. I don't know, but we'll see. We have been here too. Like I said, as we get closer to that, that system, it's been around a bit. Beyond with no life. That's probably back. Quick scan won't hurt to find out though. Here it is back. Oh, I've already been here then. Oh, it says number 2. Alright, well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sometimes you have geology and biology. It turns out to be a Steamrolla something, you know, it's kind of cool looking.
Vectors.
3, 2, 1.
I guess a carryover from Horizons. Like brain trees. I was pretty much under the impression, you know, for exobiology there was no life with no atmosphere, but that's not necessarily true.
As you like.
Fuel scooping complete.
gas giant or something. I've been here before too. No, because put up on that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Who jumps to the carrier? I'll get back to the carrier. I will, after I turn in, I will decide whether I'm going to continue on streaming or if I'm just going to
No anomalies detected.
turn my speakers on, make a decision on whether I'm going to go back out and do some more exploration, another trip, or if I'm going to forego that until later, stream tonight. That I do have to do a little bit of stuff in real life. Orbit lines, yin yang
Fuel
here.
scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I think this is visit number 2 also. And, oh, not scan this way. Let's see what my friend left behind here. Not my friend. Middle of nowhere. Tiny's been here. Now I have to go to each one, click on it to see if anything while. No, there's no atmosphere. I want to make sure. Argoid, Guardian. Okay, nothing here. I don't need to do this, I'm just doing it. I hadn't scanned it, even if he did. Nickel's worth of cartographic data. Literally. Compared to other things. Especially since it's previously discovered. Probably something behind me.
Body 1. Landable with high gravity.
Much gravity. 7G. Right, that's one of them 30 or 40 G gravities. You know, I'll bookmark it and I'll go turn in and I'll come back and play. Want to go turn in first just in case I died. Delete, thing. I don't expect to find anything of value here since it's discovered. I'm just mapping it. Kind of just to do it.
System scan complete.
Next jump is where the carrier is at.
Frameshift drive charging.
Carrier's parked around a gas giant with a ring where the tritium the mine has been located, or is located.
4,
Jumping to next system.
2, 1.
I think I will just turn in though and end the stream. Probably stream about 4 or 5 o'clock. Unless
Completing
something
system
comes
scan.
up, it might be late. Yeah.
Fuel scooping. Fuel
Central
scooping complete.
Be 6 hours from now or so. Look at all them hot spots on those wings. Angle we're going to be coming in at, so we have a huge gravity well slowing us down. A lot of hot spots here, not just tritium. There's only like 2 or 3 tritium hot spots. Lots of other ites. Alexandrite, bromellite, white opal. Accidentally got one of those, didn't mean to. Temperature diamonds. Been getting a lot of materials while I'm tritium mining, so those are good. They don't take up cargo, you know, like sulfur and stuff. So maxed out on the sulfur and carbon and iron, I don't know. A good benefit. I am not a miner. I've not done a lot of mining. When I first started out, about a year into it, I did some mining. Can't remember why I was doing it. It was there had to be a reason for me to do mining, though. It might have been for materials. I don't know. I just brought mining equipment with me and I practiced mining some tritium in case I needed it. Kind of, well, I've got enough now, but I was kind of close to the running out of fuel on the way back to the bubble. That would not, that's not really a problem, because I'd be really close to the bubble when I ran out. But now I have enough, I believe. I'll do some more mining anyway, and good practice, because I do intend at some point in the future to take the carrier and go too far. Have to mine for fuel. Knowing how to do it in a relatively easy manner and good practice.
Your docking request has been accepted. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yesterday, or early this morning, I did 100 tons. I did it in about
Landing gear deployed.
hour, just over an hour. Ran out of limpets. I had 2 limpets left when I maxed out my storage on the carrier.
Welcome back.
Pretty
You're
good.
not gonna say that every time you show up.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. Happy to have you, Commander.
Well, let's see how long it takes. Shouldn't take too long. Don't have that many systems in this little roundabout trip. 15 million. And the carrier gets 25%. Everything, well, there's a 25% carrier fees. Carrier actually gets 12.5% of that. Years. However, for exobiology, there is no fees. You get 100% of codex entry. We'll turn in at Vista Genomics, and this is going to be good. 3-hour stream here and
Contact active.
$300 million. Might have over 400. Close to. In a good time. Got some good pictures. Who's working? Take the hair. I don't know why this carrier has guards. All carriers don't have guards stationed there, but it does. Along with the guard at the command deck. Everyone has one of those, but hangar deck though, it's not always the case. I don't know why that's.
Yes.
Yes. Do you?
A fellow with Vista strives to learn everything it can about the cosmos.
Look at that, 95 million before any discovery bonuses. So basically multiply 95 times 5. 177 million credits. Well above my average of 300 or so for a 4-hour stream. 3-hour stream?
Thank you for your contribution to our research.
Excellent. Close am I? Well, I need to. When I get back to the ship, I'll find out. Close I'm getting to Elite 3, Elite 4? Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember if it's a 3 or Elite 4. I think I made Elite 3 in the exploration and in the biology. We'll see. How close I'm getting.
That's already done.
Need to change my uniform to too much green. Probably should do that while I'm thinking about it. First, let's see. Over halfway through Explore, and about the same for Exobiologist, or the Elite 4. Now, do I do this? Is it a Pioneer Supplies, or can I do it? Yes, I have to do it. Pioneer Supplies. I think that's where I was at last. Find out real quick. I don't use Pioneer Supplies. At least I never have before. I have it on my carrier just to fill that spot on the concourse. I don't like saying this. The doors closed and service suspended or something. Not all the services. Certainly haven't stocked Pioneer Supplies or the shipyard. I need to look into doing that in outfitting. I need to look into trying to stock some outfitting stuff. Expensive, but also takes up capacity space. So
Welcome.
oops, that's the wrong place. That translates into taking up capacity translates it. Less tritium storage. Now this is where
I've
I
got
have to.
quality weapons for discerning customers.
Nice.
Give me a shout if you have any questions. Everything you need, all in one place.
Where was it? Up.
Okay, let's take a look.
Did it that? I don't think it cost me anything. I want green. Well, that's a. I want some green. I'm not going to spend any arcs for anything, so that might be all. Okay, done. All I wanted to do. I was just too green.
Is that everything?
That's
Maybe
everything.
next time.
right? The door. Oh. I want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. I am going to, when I get back to, Jesus, when I get back to the ship, I am going to be ending the stream. I'm not going to raid anybody. Thanks for coming in and joining and hanging out with me. We'll be streaming again later tonight. And tomorrow's Monday. I will be streaming. I like to do a stream on Mondays. I'm not sure what time. I'm gonna try to stream during the day. Maybe I'll see y'all then. Bored. I'll go see about breakfast. Delayed breakfast. Alright guys, again thanks for coming in. I'm going to end it here. 7 to you all.
Searching the stars for a world like home. Aft explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold, hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold, hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild. Pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call, Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sights, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed, every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call. Exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight, exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire, with the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Tracking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. darkest void to the brightest star. Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.